Investigation reports have found that schools in the Western Cape have degenerated into drug dens. This poses a threat to pupils' safety, with some already reporting incidents of stabbings and physical assault. The South African Police Services have also been blamed for not acting decisively on the drug scourge. We're now joined by Reagan, MEC for Police Oversight and Community Safety in the Western Cape. Reagan, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. Your understanding of just how severe the situation is.
We are delighted that you are bringing us into this particular conversation. If I can backtrack to the year 2021, I was serving as the chairperson of the standing committee responsible for community safety and police oversight. At that particular time, one parliamentary question revealed that we had 1,557 known drug houses in our province. I then requested an investigation from the Ombudsman here in the Western Cape, the Police Ombudsman, in order to look into why SAPS is failing to close down these known drug houses. That particular investigation was substantiated. It had a number of recommendations, and I must say, as things stand now, we have closed 457 of those known drug houses. However, quarter to quarter, the number fluctuates, but it is a real concern. It is one particular issue and one matter that is deeply personal to me. I've personally lost my brother as a result of drug abuse. I have seen the effects growing up in Mitchell's Plain, and we are consistently working with the South African Police Service, and it's part of our call in order to have the management devolution of policing powers to a capable Western Cape. We would be able to see faster traction in closing down these known drug houses.
Must we get to devolution of powers, especially speaking of how personal this is to you? Surely that should be of or more pressing than trying to go the other route when you're trying to solve a situation that is facing people. You speak of over 1,500 known drug dens. Are you there not politicizing the issue?
It will never be politics for me. If I must choose between a life and a vote, I would always want to choose a life. What I've seen and what I want to state categorically is that on the one hand, our oversight needs to lead to better service delivery. I want to see that, and we are making traction in that regard. But if we look at the resourcing, we have pumped over 1.7 billion rand into our LEAP program, working in our priority areas where these drug dens are predominantly also situated. So on the one hand, we are working with SAPS, and there's an amazing working relationship. But if we consider the direct management that flows all the way from national, we have an anti-gang unit, for example. That particular unit is severely understaffed. Under a Western Cape government, we would want to make sure that it is capacitated to make sure that these gangsters that is linked to known drug houses, linked to organized crime, is actually behind bars. So I would never want to politicize it. I would want to say that that in the Western Cape safety plan, a consistent effort also where we are working with the Department of Social Development here in the Western Cape, Cultural Affairs and Sport in the Western Cape, because there is a demand for drugs as well. So I'm working with a number of stakeholders, with community members, and the reason why the numbers are also fluctuating is because community members are now providing the information to us so that we can verify that particular location as a known drug house, and it can be added to the list of known drug houses. It's one matter I will consistently pursue at, as like you have said, too many of our citizens here in the Western Cape have seen the effects of drug abuse, and we would never want to politicize it. I wrote an opinion piece based on a member of parliament for a certain political party that actually wanted to politicize this matter, and I want to be clear that we are wanting to see known drug houses being shut. We're wanting to see our communities live in peace, and it's cool. It's part of creating a safer Western Cape, a safer South Africa for everyone.
Reagan, very quickly for us, in that same opinion piece, you title yourself as Minister of Safety and Police Oversight. What's that about?
We have a constitution here in the Western Cape, which was also confirmed by our constitutional court. So I would be happy to be called Reagan Allen, and no title per se, but The Constitution refers to us as provincial ministers. It's the equivalent of the MEC or the member of the Executive Committee. But for us here in the Western Cape, it's not about titles, but there is a constitution that actually states provincial minister responsible for police oversight and community safety.
MEC for Police Oversight and Community Safety in the Western Cape, Reagan Allen, thank you very much for your time.